Hello, my name is Dion Marriott. I'm the owner of Captured Memories Photo Solutions in Lubbock, Texas. I hope you're enjoying this series of short courses from the photo managers to celebrate Save Your Photos Month. Today I'm going to share with you some ideas for how you can use your photos in your home decor to enjoy the people around you. This is my parents' home, and they moved here after living in a neighborhood they really enjoyed for many years, and so photos have really helped them to be able to enjoy their new surroundings. Come on in.
Hi. Hello. Come on in. So our first stop, first of all, I have to tell you,
This is my mom.
hello.
She has been my #1 cheerleader in my business for the last 25 years, and so I
Yes.
thought this would be a great place to start with her explaining about this wall that she's made with some photos that are special to her.
Okay. These are pictures that I had run across a few years ago, little 3x4s or just small pictures, and I had them enlarged, just plain old. Took them to the store and had them enlarged after we scanned them. And this picture, my dad was a minister, and this is of a baptismal service. And I first thought that it was a real neat looking little lake here, but one of my cousins informed me that it was actually where they had mined coal, and when they were finished they filled it in with water. But this lady right here is my mother, and that is me with my arm around her neck. And this man right here is my dad, and my brother is right here. About all you can see is suspenders because he's been over playing in the dirt. And I had this one, and then these over here, more pictures from, I believe this was a different baptismal, but this was my dad right here. And so this is, we built the house 2 years ago, and this has made it a home. It's made a big difference in how I felt about moving and how much I've enjoyed the house.
And so having your photos where you can find them, like we've learned to do this month, is what makes it possible for you to make things
Right.
like this.
Otherwise, you spend your day looking for that one picture.
All right, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're going to see some other things. Come on along. Okay, our next thing that I want to show you is how you can tell the story of your family heritage. So the very top of this cabinet here are my parents. You see up there, and then on my dad's side are his parents, and on my mom's side are her parents. And then the next shelf she has here are me and my brother and our weddings, and then us as children, and then our 2 youngest children that are still not married yet are next to them. And then the next shelf down are my 3 sons and their weddings and pictures of my parents with them. And the bottom shelf is my family and my brother's family. And then this is something else neat that I wanted to share with you. This is a shadow box that I made for my dad for Father's Day. It has some watches in it from his dad's time in the railroad, and then this book about a man and his watch. So that's another neat way that you can tell the story to people by having keepsakes that are displayed along with your photos. Okay, let's move on. Our next shelf here is the travels shelf. So starting at the very top, we have different souvenirs from travels, and then we have lots of different books from travels. So that's a really neat thing that you can do. So, nice to have the books to look at, to be able to pull them off the shelf and enjoy them quickly. Now, I have to say my mom is a terrific journaler because whenever she takes a trip, she always writes lots and lots of details from those trips. So I love that. And instead of just having one picture of a trip on the shelf, you can have a whole book that you can take down and enjoy. So this is the travel section. All right, let's go to the next step. This is the game room in my parents' house. So this shelf has all kinds of page prints here. So these are photos, not only current photos, but photos through the years of different games and activities that we've all done. So there's one about brothers at the top. There's another one that says third generation geeks. And so those are all different pictures of people on their computers. This one is about my nephew, and then about my daughter over here. Just the focal point here is a family event that we had a couple of years ago in Amarillo. And then this one is a lot of fun because it just says let's play. And so it's just different things that we're playing through the years, from me and my oldest here playing Monopoly many years ago, to my grandparents snuffing rope and all the things like that. And this is Top That, all different pictures of kids with things on their head. So just think about those fun photos that you've come across as you've been organizing your pictures, and incorporate those into your decor just to have something fun that you can enjoy. A couple other things in this room I want to show you. This is a page about playing dominoes from all different ages. This is my brother when he was little playing dominoes with my great-grandfather and dad. And then this is my grandfather playing dominoes with my daughter. And my mom playing dominoes with my great-grandfather. So all different and mixed, sets of family members playing dominoes and other games that are pictured there. And finally in this room is our Pokemon wall hanging here. This is my parents when they were at the height of their Pokemon gaming, when they got to be on Reddit and being on the front page of the internet, as they say. So this is something fun that you can do to commemorate something that might be online, and you might not be able to have that for later if you don't commemorate that somehow. So that's all for this room. Let's go to the next room. This room is the heritage room at my parents' house. So let's start right here. This is a special painting that my mom had this girl here with her kitty. And so to go with that, she decided to make canvases of all different family members with their pets. And so that's what each of these are, different family members with their pets. So I think that's a lot of fun, and something that you could change up as different pets were in the family. We have one more special pet one over here that I wanted to show you. This is my dad and their poodle and their parakeet, and that they're all sitting there together and just looking at each other and enjoying each other's company. So that's another special pet one that we just couldn't leave out, and we wanted to kind of feature that one. Speaking of my dad, there's some other things here on this rack. This is a plate rack that I picked up from my mom when we were out of town, and I just thought it'd be perfect to put albums on. This is a book that is my dad's life story in here. Is that more of a book that tells more of the historical things about his life? And then this one right above it is more just current day things. It's from his birthday party, his 75th birthday. So you can have some from the past and some from the present together. And then the top one is a book that was what I put together for my grandfather's memorial slideshow. The nice thing about doing a book like that is that not only can you enjoy it at the time when you have a memorial service, but then you can also have that book for people to enjoy later on. So sometimes it's so hard to enjoy it at the time, but having the book as a permanent copy that you can look back on is really, really special. So that's a page out of that. All right, so what else I have in this room to show you is this calendar. This is another way that you can enjoy your photos throughout the year, is just to do pictures from that month, from the previous year, holidays, birthdays, highlight those kind of things on a calendar. So that's another thing that's a lot of fun to do as the year goes along. A few more pictures and keepsakes up here. You can tell she loves her photos. And then over here, there's a few more photos that little, special frames and little keepsakes. This was my grandmother's little Pomeranian statue with a book about her in here. So that's another thing in here. If you just totally don't have room for all the photos that you have that you want to display, you can always put them in the closet. So let me show you in here. You step in here, and all the things that didn't quite make it onto the walls, we've also got a place to put them in here too. Finally, for those of you that are traditional scrapbookers, I want to show you an idea of what you can do with those albums that you may have already. Come on this way. This is my mom's collection of traditional books. You can see how much we both enjoy working with our photos. And so what she's done here is put labels on the various albums so that you can pull the album off the shelf by year. These are just 4x6 photos, and so those can be stuck on the albums and then enjoyed. And then she also likes to have an album sitting out on the counter here so she can change this out and have different albums that you can enjoy. So I hope you've enjoyed this series of teachings from the photo managers. I hope you've learned some new things that will help you to display your photos in your home and enjoy your photos more. Finally, I want to leave you with this last wall in her home, and this wall hanging here that says the scripture from Psalms, "We will not hide them from their children. We will tell the next generation the praiseworthy deeds of the Lord, his power and the wonders he has done." And that's what we try to do through our albums, is to tell future generations about our lives. Thanks for watching.